Hey everybody, this is Laurie from the Gables on the Go. Mark's driving the boat today, taking a little break from being the host of our show all the time, and I'm going to give it a try today. And we're going to go to Coco Plum. So we're going on the boat today so we can show you what the houses look like from the water. We rode through on our bicycles in front of the houses in this neighborhood, and now we're going to go through and show you some houses from the canals. So a different perspective. Come go with us. Back here behind me is some mangrove area, shallow water that you can take your kayak and paddleboard out to and just enjoy some nature. So that's really close. It's right at the entrance of Coco Plum. So we're at Coco Plum. We think it's called Coco Plum Marina, but these slips are actually live-aboard slips where you can live in your boat in the slip, and you buy the slip and a little lot, tiki hut lot behind it, little space, and fun to take your boat out, come back, and you're still at home. So we think that they run around 200,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. So at the end of this channel, the depth is about 4 feet, and back out here at the end of this end of the channel, the open end, is about 6 feet. And a lot of times in the listing, they'll list the control depth maybe as 4 feet, and that way you know if you can get your boat in there because of the draft of the boat, because some of these sailboats can draft a long way. So this house on the corner last sold for $1.42 million, and we don't know exactly how long ago that was, but it looks like a lot of house for the money. And it's got a nice corner lot so that you have canal on two sides of it, which is pretty cool. And it has its own boat ramp. That's even cooler. And this house last sold for $1.26 million. Okay, and this house behind me with a pool last sold for $954,000. This big pretty yellow house, probably $1.5 million. But you can park 2 boats. And look at all the boats you can park at this one. It even had a little place for your kayak. or paddleboard to get in and out. So in this community, there are actually only 2 houses and 1 lot for sale at this time. So you can see how popular it is. This house on the corner here, another nice corner lot. Lots of pretty mangroves around it, gives you some privacy. $1.5 million was the last sale price. Okay, this house on the corner here with this beautiful green lawn and nice yard. What'd you say?
$2 million.
$2 million. Last sold for $2 million. And we really like that style of house because it is, one level, and this house is a lot bigger than it looks. When you get around to the side, you can tell that. But that tropical lush foliage in the front with that green grass makes us feel a little more at home since we kind of miss Georgia a little bit. So these condos that are behind me now, did they have one for sale right now?
I don't know if it's current. It was listed.
It was listed. 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
2 bedroom, 2 bath.
2 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, about 1,300 square feet for about 500,000, a little over. 550. And I don't know about the boat slips and how they're, dedicated to the owners or first come, first serve. Not sure about that part. That would be very important to know before you bought one, though. And you can have a pontoon in the Keys, and they're actually a lot of fun. You can't go a lot of places with them, but you could go a few places and have some fun in the canals and the sandbar and things like that, which we think we're going to do one day. We'll just buy an old one and rehab it like we did. Refurbish it like we did the one before, where we just stripped it down to the wood and put all new flooring, all new furniture, new stereo, new everything, well, except the motors, and that was a lot of fun. And right up here, right beside this little mangrove island, is a little bitty house that we really wanted to look at, but kind of got sold right before we got a chance to. But has a lot of potential. Cute little yard. Was not on stilts though, and that was going to be a problem for us. So
That one went for about 5.5.
we think it went for about 5.5 on this little house, little white house over here. So this pink house on the corner up here is for sale right now at $940,000 as the asking price. Looks like there's some dockage that maybe goes some with this house, maybe some with this house. Hard to tell. You would definitely want to find out about that before you bought it. And back here behind me is a commercial area with all the commercial fishing boats and shrimp boats and crab boats and bait boats and all those kind of things. So it's pretty cool that it's back here, but we find it kind of unusual that you can't get gas for your boat back here. You actually have to go out, and the next closest place would be Key Colony Beach. So you have to go all the way out of Coco Plum to get fuel for your boat, which seems unusual considering how many boat houses are in this area and all these commercial boats behind me. So that is a frigate bird, and we like to look for those when we go out looking for mahi because they are a really good indicator that mahi are under them. Okay everybody, I hope you enjoyed our tour of Coco Plum. If you'd like to come down to the Florida Keys and take a boat tour of houses and canals and areas like Key Colony Beach or Coco Plum or Sombrero Beach, lots of different areas to tour here, and just independent individual canals with lots of houses. And we can take along our iPad, and we have the Zillow app so you can see what houses are for sale, what they're going for. But you know, you get a different perspective looking at a house from the water as you do from land. It's much more appealing in most cases from the water down here. So like and subscribe, and I hope that you enjoyed this. This is my very first video all by myself, and it was a little more difficult than I thought, but my husband's an expert at it and he's going to keep coaching me until I get better. See you later.